Thank you. I'll be talking about Ramadan. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. That's the traditional start before we give our speeches. It's praising God and a declaration of belief. Ramadan, you heard the verse in the beginning about why we have to fast. So I'll just read to you a couple of excerpts just to explain why we fast. It says, O ye who believe, so it's addressing the believers, fasting is prescribed for you as it was prescribed for those before you. So it's not a new innovation. It's actually really found in most every religion, in Judaism, in Christianity, in most religions there's some sort of fasting in some form. In Islam it's a little different. You fast from dawn, which is not sunrise, it's before sunrise, till sunset. But it says, it's the same sentence, so that you may become righteous. So that's really the objective of fasting, is to bring yourself closer to God. It also says, towards the end of that verse that was read, Allah. So Allah is the name we give God. It's not a separate God. It's the same God as the Christian worship, as the Jews worship. We call that God Allah. But it's the same God. Allah desires to give you facility and desires not hardship for you. So when I tell people I'm fasting, people say, first of all they say, take the food away. Well, actually, let me assure you, we're not bothered by that. So you don't need to take the food away. It really doesn't bother us. So it says, desires not hardship for you, and that you may complete the number, and that you may exalt Allah for His having guided you, and that you may be grateful. Then it says, and when my servants ask thee about me, I am near. Inni Kareeb, which means I am near. I answer the prayer of the supplicant when he prays to me, so they should hearken to me and believe in me, that they may follow the right way. So there are two conditions here. One is, you need to be sincere in your seeking God. So if you have that sincerity, then the second part is you need to supplicate to God in all humility, in all earnestness. And with that brings you closer to God. And that is the aim of fasting. So it's to bring you closer to God, to take piety to its highest point. So Ramadan actually means the two heats. Ramadan means heat, Ramadan means the two heats. So it's the marriage of the spiritual heat with the physical heat. So the two have to be combined for you to develop that, to develop the real spirit of Ramadan. This is a time that Muslims take for self-analysis and to tend their humility and to develop in that area. There is I'll close with a hadith. Hadiths are the sayings of the Prophet, Holy Prophet, peace and blessings of God be upon him. And he says, as quoted by Abu Huraira, says that Allah says, the fast is for me, and I am the reward of the fast. Closeness to Allah is achieved through fasting. Allah says, my servants have given up their lawful needs for my sake. And the fast is a protection against sin. And there are two pleasures that are granted the servant. One pleasure is granted in this world when he breaks the fast. Every day, at the end of the day, he feels a sense of satisfaction. So when you eat, you're feeling pretty satisfied. The other pleasure will be granted in the hereafter, when the person will meet his Lord, and the Lord will be pleased with that servant. So I hope that very briefly I've explained to you a little bit about why we fast. With that, I will end my address. I would actually like to have a moment of silence for a great humanitarian who passed away, Muhammad Ali, as Professor Kesha talked about. He was truly a great humanitarian. He reached out to everybody. I remember growing up, we were mesmerized by this man who, is also known as the Louisville Lip, because he would talk so much. And when they asked, why in the interviews, why do you say you're the greatest? Why did you talk so much? And he said, that's what attracts the crowds. That's what brings them in. So, but he reached, when you read, a little bit more detail about it, he did so much stuff and he did it quietly. He didn't make a big fuss about it. The more I read, the more I find what a great humanitarian he was, and something we need to emulate. And he did it in a very nice, warm, friendly, loving way. So with that, if you could just have a moment of silence, if you would like to pray, you can. Please join me. Okay, thank you. There was one other thing I wanted to just say, and that is to thank Sharon. We've been here for many years. Sharon is actually quite an amazing town. It's a very small town. I was actually surprised how small it was when I looked at the numbers of people living in here. But it always keeps hitting the best towns in America. I think second time running, it reached the Money Magazine best towns to live in America. And if you look around, really, in a small town, you'll see the Hindu temple, there are a lot of Jewish synagogues, a lot of churches, and everybody lives in great harmony. So I think this is a wonderful, wonderful town, which we are very grateful for, and a very warm town. So thank you, Sharon.